There are a lot of disrespectful women, or if you have a woman that is disrespectful, that knows no boundaries, that damages your property, that has no respect for you, your property, or the relationship itself, then that's not a good woman to have. And I think it's a woman that should be dropped. And there are a lot of those women nowadays around. They're very prevalent. They choose to be alone. They essentially want to be single, but have a man around that they can treat however they think they want to treat them. Those are not good women to have around, and I think they should be dropped. They will not learn. They will not take accountability or find any wrongdoings on their end. And they decided on that path. They decided to be a 45-year-old, childless, familyless woman that's unhappy and easily outraged by every man and everything everyone does. And basically essentially turn into a Karen. And there's no changing that, because those kind of women will not acknowledge any wrongdoings on their end. They will blame everything but themselves on any kind of behavior that they express. So they will say, oh, it's because of that, or because the moon isn't aligned, or there was a moon, whatever, and a moon eclipse, and that's why, or like whatever they can say, it will always be something that excuses them and takes any kind of accountability away from them. So they will always blame something else but themselves for what they've done. And those kind of women do horrendous things. They are not, or can do very horrendous things, and they are not seeing any consequences, at least legally maybe, but they're ruining their own life. So maybe they don't get any repercussions through their actions through the legal system, but in the end they end up alone. So they end up being Karens, and they decided on that path, and there's no changing that. Those are women that shouldn't be kept around. And I think it's better to just keep focusing on oneself and just drop those kind of women. There are many women out there, and those are not women that anyone can have a relationship with or build something with. And I think it's a waste of time. So if she shows no gratitude or appreciation for the things that you do, she's being disrespectful, then I think that's a woman that should be dropped. Especially when there's no change in behavior. It's one thing to do something one time, but there's a change in behavior, or if it's done multiple times and there's absolutely no change in behavior, and there is no change in behavior. Those women will tell you XYZ. There is never really a real acknowledgement on a fault on their end. It's always something else that's at fault, because why or how they acted that way. But in the end, everything that's being said doesn't matter. In the end, it's just the behavior that someone should go by. If anyone can say anything, but the behavior really shows who someone is. And if the behavior shows it's just someone that makes excuses rather than acknowledging what they've done wrong, and also changing that behavior, then it's not a woman to have around. And yeah, just never go by what someone says, but by their actions and behavior. That's how you know what someone really is, and not what someone tries to tell you who they are, but they're not. So those are my thoughts towards having disrespectful women around. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.